Hello, salut, bonjour, or bonsoir. Welcome to another new Manchester video. This is yours truly, and I'm coming to you from a park in Overton, Texas. Um, this park is divided into by a boundary between two counties here in Texas. One county is called Russ County, and the other is called Smith County. Um, I'm in the Russ County part. So, yeah, before I get into this video, I just want to give a shout out to my friend who I hardly ever hear from here on YouTube. He's taking breaks and he's staying away from uh, commenting on videos and the videos on my channel and channels on here on YouTube. His name is Captain Brandon Horror Lover, or Brandon Middleton, or wherever he calls himself with his YouTube account or Google account. So yeah, I've been relaxing. I've been taking a break, and I'm not letting things bother me here on YouTube. Yeah, I was, yeah, the things I've been saying in comment sections on videos here on YouTube, people say that, oh, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and say a lot of hurtful things that tear me down. But I'm not letting this stuff bother me or get to me. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, this is North America. I mean, it's the U.S. and Canada. I mean, people just don't know how to talk to each other. I mean, people are not open-minded. They don't think outside the box. They don't think for themselves. I mean, they put people down because they feel that, they don't know what they're talking. They put people like me down because they assume that I don't know what I'm talking about, and everything that I say don't make any sense whatsoever. Well, I don't get that vibe from people in Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and other places outside of the US and Canada, here in North America. So yeah, I'm gonna be talking about stuff like this in this video. Okay, let me get into this video. Okay, so I'm in my car, and in this video, I'm gonna talk about why I want to leave America. Well, I want to leave. I mean, I want to leave this country for a lot of reasons, and you know, I want to leave because things like there's too much individualism, and people are it's just too much individualism in this country, and it is. Um, People, yeah, yeah, okay, yes, too much individualism and too much division in this country. Sorry about that, folks. I'm trying to like think of what to say. Okay, it's too much individualism and too much division. The division is political division. Oh, so sorry about that. There was a bug that just flew in my car. I mean, I had the windows down because I live in Texas and it's really, really hot. It gets really, really, really hot in the summertime. I mean, when I'm out in the heat outside, I'll be sweating like crazy. Well, anyway, going back to individualism and too much division. I mean, division is basically political division. You got people who are Democrats and people who are Republicans. You know, um, I had a spat with I had a spat in the comments section of one of my videos that I read on one of the previous videos up on this channel. Yeah, the Tom Sanders guy, which I learned that he served in the military, and he went on and on and on, calling me a perpetuant spoiled child, and I'm entitled, and I think that the world owes me everything, which I don't, which I don't do, which I don't. Basically, I don't think like that. And he accused me of having filth and hate in my heart because I was saying a lot of profanity in my previous videos and saying that this sucks and everything sucks in America and Texas sucks. And he put all this together and saying that I have filth and hate in my heart, and say that if Michael Jordan and Barack Obama didn't become who they are today, they will end up like me. So, this is the fact that, he's insulting my intelligence and he's conservative, and I called him an idiot because on the healthcare stance, healthcare here in this country and healthcare in other countries, he's saying that countries that have universal healthcare, their healthcare systems are failing, and women and people are coming to America by the tens, by the thousands to come here, and women are from Europe and Africa and other countries are coming here to give birth to anchor babies because their healthcare systems are failing. And I was giving them facts about how healthcare here in America is compared to healthcare in other countries, and he disagreed with me, and on everything and all the ignorance and all the false things that he said about healthcare in other countries isn't true, and I called him an idiot on that, and that's why he called me a spoiled perpetuant child, said I'm entitled, and I think the world owes me everything, and I have filth and hate in my heart. He just saying all that stuff because I disagree with him, and I called him an idiot, and a lot of conservative people like him are just completely ignorant. They put down things that other countries have for their citizens as as socialism and communism, and countries are failing, and socialism that doesn't work. And there's another person who looked at the subscription listing on my channel and pulled out someone who I subscribed to, Kyle Kalinske, has a YouTube channel called Secular Talk, and this person called out. This person was attacking me because I subscribed to Kyle Kalinske, and called me out on what I'm saying, that I don't take sides, and I don't, and I keep to myself, and I think to myself, and and I think outside the box. And this person, which is a child or a teenager, goes into the listings, go to the YouTube comments, not comments, but the channel listings on my channel, shows a list of people who I subscribe to, and they pointed out Kyle Kalinske's YouTube channel, which I subscribe to, and say that, New Manchester, you subscribe to Kyle Kalinske because, and that just proves who you subscribe to, that proves your point and what of who you are and all that. Kyle Kalinske doesn't take sides like I do. He doesn't, you know. I don't take sides. I don't take sides with either political party because, both parties don't serve a purpose. They serve the status quo. They're for their donors. They're corrupt. They use gerrymandering to stay in power. I mean, the Democrats and the Republicans, they don't serve a purpose. They don't do anything to make this country better. And they don't, And I'm not in this political division, and I don't care about this stupid, silly California-Texas war. And California is a shithole, and Texas is better than California. Here's the thing, both California and Texas, they both have problems. Texas isn't better than California, and California isn't better than Texas. They're both in the same country that has tons and tons and tons of problems. A lot of issues, a lot of division, a lot of economic problems. The gap between the rich and poor is widened. All this, So both states aren't better than one another. They both have problems. And to any of you who think that, this video is strictly to Americans and also Americans who live in California and Texas. Don't think that I have a political bias, and I don't. I stay in my own lane, and I stay out of political bickering and badgering because, I have no interest in that. It's depressing. It's boring. It just you just be in a war with someone. I don't want to be in a war with anybody at all. All I care about is living life, enjoying life, and just being me, and not being something that I'm not. Also why I want to leave America is because, people are antisocial, cliquish, they're arrogant, they're cocky, they're assholes, they're pricks, they're bitter. People will tear you down and make you be something that you're not. And that's just the result of why all these mass shootings are happening. Not passing things like making like marijuana illegal, having programs for the poor, having policies that will like bring down crime, and throw them gun control into this, put them all together, and crime and mass shootings will start to go down. And also if people in America start understanding one another and stop tearing each other down, maybe this country will be a better country. But in all of this, it's going to have problems. It's not going to be perfect. Not all countries outside of America aren't perfect. They have their problems, but they don't have the problems that the US has. Also, why I want to leave America because of racism. Racism, racial profiling. Last year, when I went to relax in this park, I saw a bald-headed white guy. This happened in this park, this very park that I'm in, this park in Overton, Texas. This white guy in a black Chevrolet was circling around and around this park on that road that you see there, that road down there that you're looking at. And all of a sudden, I was sitting at this picnic table that's near these bathrooms for both men and women. This building, this house or building that houses bathrooms, one for men and one for women. I mean, they're both locked. I don't know why they're locked. I mean, when I try to go to use the bathroom, I had to pee outside. Well, anyway, while I was sitting in this park, sitting and enjoying the weather, keeping to myself, when I got ready to leave, I mean, I noticed there was a black car parked in the middle of this parking lot, or the car park, as the British in the UK call a parking lot. I saw a car, a black car in a car park, and my car was parked in one of the parking spaces here in this car park. Okay, when I got ready to get in my car to leave, the black car starts pulling up and stop near my car in the middle of the parking lot. And lo and behold, it was a police officer. And it was a police officer in an unmarked police car. It was an Overton police officer. It was a guy, and he was white, and he asked me this: "Do you act like this? Do you act strange like this? Are you good?" I said, "I'm okay." And I don't remember what happened. Okay, he said, "Okay, have a nice day." Then he drove and parked on the side of this building that you see right there. Okay. He parked on the side of the road next to this building in some parking spaces. When I got in my car, I was thinking about how to get to France and what I do. What do I do to get to France, a country that I want to move to? Okay, I mean, when I start my car out and drove away and start to leave, the police officer in the unmarked car followed me. I noticed he followed me, so I played a game with him. So I turned around, then I backed up, then I drove back here, and he followed me. Then he zipped to the other. He zipped off to this road that goes behind this building right here. So I turned around and drove away, drove around this park. Then I just drove and left this park, and he just followed me. He followed me all the way to the city, all the way to the city limits, where I left the city on a highway. Then when I left the city limits on the highway, he pulled off somewhere. Just made a U-turn and pulled off somewhere. So I listened to the radio, and Overton, Texas has a community where people watch out and look out for one another. And I think one of the people viewed me as a threat, because I think someone called the cops and said I was acting strange. I guess they think I was on drugs, and the police heard that. I think the police officer thought I was on drugs. So I remember someone from France, commented on one of my videos and said this: "You don't know, you are a victim of gang stalking." So this person from France has no clue what I just went through with that police officer and the people here in Overton, Texas. So they don't know what they're talking about, So, that French person got to be in my shoes and see what I go through. But, they assume that they know what I go through, but they don't. So, yeah, it's like this, people in other countries don't understand Americans, and Americans don't understand people in other countries. So, yeah. Okay. Also, why I want to leave America, because, I'm having a hard time looking for a job, Jobs are hard to come by these days, and to get a job at places like like Target or Walmart, you got to fill out a job application online. You can't fill it out on paper anymore. you got to fill it out online, and I get help from these people who work at these places, and they confuse me because they're very tech savvy. People today they know how to do things, and they're poor teachers. They don't educate you poorly, they use Google to find the job application process of a place that they work at. And this happened to me. It threw me off. So I went and did what they did, and I didn't find what they told me to what they wanted me to find when I Google it. And I said, well, yeah, I mean, I did what you told me, but it didn't show up. And he said, well, maybe it's something wrong on your part. Maybe it's me or them. I don't know. The job application process online is just a mess, and it is. Yeah, and also why I want to leave America is because the women. I mean, ever since third wave radical feminism and the Me Too movement came in, I mean, women here in America are just so cold and distant and unfriendly and unapproachable. I mean, they think all men are creeps, weirdos, pedophiles, and perverts. And I listened to Kyle Kalinski's secular talk radio show on Blog Talk Radio, and he played a piece of President Joe Biden complimenting a 19-year-old girl on her hair and how she looked. Said she was cute and beautiful and all. And Kyle Kalinske dismissed it as Joe Biden is being creepy Joe. He's being creepy Joe. He's creepy Joe. Joe Biden is very, very creepy. He's creepy. I mean, does he know that what the Me Too movement is all about? I looked on Kyle Kalinski's YouTube channel. I mean, he has this show that he's doing with Crystal Ball called Kyle Crystal and Friends. I mean, I didn't check it out. And I saw a video that he uploaded on his Secular Talk YouTube channel. It shows Rose McGowan, the woman that who's behind the Me Too movement, the misguided movement that demonized all men in America as creeps, weirdos, pedophiles, and perverts, and all men are like Harvey Weinstein and Bill Cosby. I didn't watch the video because I didn't want to hear what she had to say. I mean, it was a video about her bashing Hollywood. Yeah, I think Hollywood sucks anyway. I mean, the people in Hollywood sucks, and the movies that come out of Hollywood sucks. Hollywood is Los Angeles anyway. Like Los Angeles, I mean, the entertainment capital of the world. Entertainment, like movies and music that come out of Los Angeles, is garbage. And it is. I remember a video that I posted on my YouTube channel, this channel. Some guy said that it was about music sucks, and he said that I remember I put on a Fleetwood Mac album. A Fleetwood Mac album. I put on a Fleetwood Mac video of an album on a record player, and I listened to it. It just shows that music has changed. I'm old and I don't understand the music of today. Music is not what it is. And he's talking about, it's just like old people complaining about how music is today. It's not just old people. It's people in their 20s, young people in their teens in their 20s complain about how shitty the music is today. It's not just old people. So it's not just a bunch of old farts complaining. All right. You know, yeah. Yeah, going back to Rose McGowan, yeah, she was bashing Hollywood, you know. Rose McGowan, in my mind, she just a mean-spirited witch. I mean, ever since she talked about what Harvey Weinstein did to her and others, women like her and Uma Thurman. Um, yeah, you know, I'm just gonna say this. You know, all men are not like Harvey Weinstein and Bill Cosby. I mean, I'm not Bill Cosby. I'm not gonna put knockout drugs in a woman's drink and she drinks the drink. I give the drink to her. She drinks it and she passes out. And I take her body back to my home and and rape her. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not gonna sexually harass a woman. You know, here's the thing. I mean, that's why women are so messed up here in this country. Like, women think that women go around being men. I mean, they dye their hair different colors. They cut their hair short. They have tattoos. They have bad attitudes. All this crap. Yeah. Sorry about that, folks. I thought it was someone like spying on me and thinking that I'm a threat. I mean, it was just a mother and daughter, or just two girls or two women, two young women. Switching sides on a car. One wanted to be the driver, and the other one just who was a driver just go and just take a break. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, the women here in America are just they're just bad. I ain't saying all of them are bad, but you know, more there's more there's more bad women out there who are brainwashed by the Me Too movement and third wave radical feminism. So yeah, yeah. Also, why I want to leave America is the fact that yeah, my mom just told me about my cousin who lives in Dallas, Texas, and he was getting gas at a gas station. I don't know how this story goes, but how my mother told me, she kind of misled me and confused me on this. Um, he was getting gas at a gas station, and I guess this guy who was in front of him, I guess before he got gas, it was it's this guy who was my cousin when he was getting gas. Well, before he got gas, he told his guy. I mean, my cousin told his son to tell the guy to move his car out of the way, and that's what he did. That's what his son did, and after he went and got gas and went to the convenience store to pay for his gas and get wherever he wants. As he left, I mean, the guy who my cousin and his son told to move his car out of the way pulled a gun out and shot him in the head and killed him. Well, he wasn't killed. It just his brain was messed up. I mean, after he was taken to the emergency room after he was shot in the head. And my mother said this, I told you, people going crazy these days. And while I was trying to make sense of the story, I was talking. My mother wouldn't let me say anything. When I was trying to make some sense of the story, she let me talk. So I talked and said that it was confusing and it made any sense. And yeah, and she just sat there and just ignored me and didn't say anything to me. So yeah, stuff like that. Why I want to leave America, and crazy people in general, is people being fearful of strangers. I mean, what happened? What I just said. I mean, yeah, and road rage was involved in that. Road rage is like everybody is conditioned to think that everybody is a threat. Everybody's a threat. I mean, I'm a threat. I'm dangerous. And here's the thing. I mean, you don't know who's dangerous, who's not dangerous. And it's crazy. When I start thinking like that, my dad forced me to see a mental health profession after I did something to my sister that I didn't want to talk about, that I felt bad and what I did to her was wrong. And my sister drove me to do what I did to her. That made my dad made me want to see a bunch of mental health professions and a psychiatrist and subscribe to take some pills by this psychiatrist that will quote unquote help me cope with my problems. You know, that whole thing is crazy. This whole thing is crazy and it makes no sense. In America, people in America, I mean, here in America, you're taught to blame yourself. It's just insane. You can't blame yourself for everything. You just can't. Like, everything can't be your fault. You can't blame yourself for everything. Some things can be your fault. Some things can be the fault of the other person. It can be your fault as well. And also it can be entirely the fault of the other person. But, just blame yourself for all your problems is just incredibly insane. I mean, blaming yourself for everything is insane. It is insane. But, people in America believe that blame yourself for everything. If it's your fault, blame yourself. And it's crazy. It's just crazy. Oh my God. It's crazy. Yeah. Man. Insanity. Pure insanity. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the reason why I want to leave this country. And throw in gaslighting, throw that into the mix. Yeah. And another thing why I want to leave America, um, you know, um, yeah, I had some friends who I went to school with. I talked to them on Facebook. Two people, you know, um, blocked me, and I'm talking to some who don't talk to me at all. It's about just two people, and that's about it. Two or three people, that's about it. But it was just one person. I notice when I get upset, I mean, one of them, when I signed into my Facebook page, one immediately went and sent me a comment because, I was feeling bad. I was talking about, in my life and all, because I was miserable because, my dad tore me down and said I'm going to fail in France and I don't know what gaslighting is. I'm going to fail in France because I don't speak the English and I don't speak the language and I have a learning disability and all this. Yeah, when I said all this stuff to this to one of the people I went to school with, a woman who I was friends with since the sixth grade. We met each other when we were both 11 years old. Yeah. Sorry about that, folks. I didn't have that much memory on a smartphone that I'm making this video on. So I'm making this video on another tablet. On this it's just a HP Sled 7 tablet. A tablet that I used to make videos on this channel in the past. This thing's still working. I mean, the picture quality is kind of shitty. But yeah, I hope you guys understand what I'm saying, what I'm about to say. Okay, I'm going back to this woman who I went to school with, who I met in the sixth grade when we were both 11 years old. We were both children. Like I knew her ever since we were children. And when I was talking to her on Facebook, I was saying a lot of angry things. She talked about, yeah, a lot of things that we say that make us angry, that make us like this, and yeah, I know it's like, when I signed on to my Facebook page one day, she went immediately confronted me and started talking to me. I'm how are you feeling? Are you okay? Because I'll look at her. She doesn't understand me. I'm telling her what's wrong with me, what's my problem. And she just ignores it like it's nothing. She just she just focused on making sure I don't commit suicide and lose it and do something that might hurt someone. She really doesn't understand. So that's all that stuff I went through on Facebook with people I went to school with. That's why I shut my Facebook page down. So open up another one. So I had a friend from Mississauga, Ontario in Canada. I told him the name of my Facebook page. He never found it. Then he told me that I can't I can't talk to you on Facebook because Facebook put a restriction on my Facebook page. So yeah, yeah, people I went to school with, they don't understand me. They think I'm a threat. They think I'm dangerous. Some hold a grudge against me because I call them out for what they are. I just don't. I just shut my Facebook page just to shut those people out of my life. I'm putting those people out of my mind, and I'm not gonna think about them ever again. They're all married. They have children. Some of them are single. Just one person is single, but the rest of them are married. They have a spouse. They have children. So yeah, what do I care? I'm not gonna meet their children. I'm not gonna meet their spouse. These people don't want to have anything to do with me. And that's it. All they want to talk about is, they have nice families, they have a nice life, That's all they care about. They don't care about how I feel and the problems that I go through because, they don't understand. And they never do. Like if you tell them in Winston Booth fashion, they're not gonna understand. They're just stuck in a box. As the majority of them are stuck in the box, And I think I try to talk to them about political stuff, and none of them don't want to say anything. Maybe it's the fact that people on Facebook talk very little. They don't talk a lot. Maybe because of the rules on Facebook. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, that's a reason. That's one of the reasons why I want to leave this country, and also why I want to leave America. Yeah. Being alone and not having any friends is nobody's not coming to help me, to help me like tell me like there's some jobs out there that can help me out, stuff like this. It's just like this, yeah, that, and also driver's education. Driver's education here in America is very, very poor. Your parents teach you how to drive, and and your parents are just basically passing on bad habits, and going to the DMV and taking a driver's education test, you get it wrong. I remember I was young, I'm a teenager. I took my driver's education test at a DMV, and yeah, the DMVs here in Texas, it's a building that's part DMV where you go to renew your driver's license, take an eye exam, thumbprint, to get a new driver's license. Take a picture. You got one half that's a highway patrol branch station. I mean, it's under one building that's called the Texas Department of Public Safety. Yeah, as I like to call them, Texas Department of Public Endangerment, because he don't believe in public safety. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Got poor driving skills from my parents, from my dad. My dad taught me how to drive. It's very confusing. You run the stop sign. I mean, check your attitude and all this stuff. I kind of blew up and got mad over that. But you know, I've been a poor driver for so long. But I'm getting better because I'm learning how to properly drive from European YouTube driving channels like Advanced Driving School that's in the UK, and driving from an American expat who lives in the Netherlands, and he used to live in Florida, but he lives in the Netherlands, and he gave me a good, he talked about stuff like this, stuff I never learned in America, like learning about roundabouts, and using a 3-lane highway correctly. I mean, don't stay in the overtaking lane, because if you stay in the overtaking lane, that's lane hogging. And all this stuff, yeah, and getting a driver's license in Europe is an expensive process, and owning and getting a car is an expensive process as well. I mean, and the driving laws in Europe are very, very, very strict. I mean, they're very strict on speeding and overtaking on highways. Not on highways, but motorways, auto routes, and the autobahn, dual carriageways, stuff like this. I mean, and they don't have like police officers on the side of the road that check for people who are speeding. They have speed cameras. So if you're driving over the speed limit, like I say, okay, the speed limit on the auto route, on an auto route in France or en français autoroute, I say if you drive, I say on the A75 auto route in France, and you're doing 190 kilometers per hour, and the A75 auto route is 90 or 100 or 110 or 130 kilometers per hour, and the speed limit sign has that speed limit that you're supposed to drive by, and it has underneath says rappel. Rappel is French for reminder. I mean, the speed cameras will detect you, and they'll send you a ticket in the mail. Yeah, I'm getting a driver's license, and go to a place where you get a driver's license that in Europe is very expensive. And yeah, also people don't drive around and beat up cars that are falling apart, because the inspections, I say, in countries like Germany are very, very, very strict. If the car is if the front end is completely damaged, or the taillights are broken, and the car is like rusty and just beat up and old, I mean, it will fail inspection. I mean, people in Europe have to maintain their cars and keep their cars in tip-top shape in order to drive them. And plus, I heard about smart motorways in the UK, where people die on them because they removed the hard shoulder or the breakdown lane or the service lane where you pull on the side of the road to fix a flat tire on your car. I mean, they don't want you to do that. They want you to call for help, and someone will come and fix the tire on your car. And also, you got to check everything in your car to make sure your car is in tip-top shape in order to drive it on the auto routes, autobahns, and motorways of Europe, or dual carriageways, or or normal roads. Yeah, I mean, yeah, when it comes to driver's education, I mean, um, there's a lot of things in Europe that are very helpful and very knowledgeable when it comes to driving and owning a car. Something that you just don't have here in America. You know, like I never learned how to drive around a roundabout. I mean, there's a roundabout where I live. It's in Kilgore, Texas, and I never learned about things like roundabouts. How to use a 3-lane highway correctly. Stuff I never learned in driver's education as a teenager. Yeah, I mean, and that's one of the reasons why I want to leave America, and also why I want to leave America because of the education system. The education system is broken. I mean, and it is. I mean, then you got infrastructure. The infrastructure here is crumbling and falling apart. I mean, there's more. I mean, when it comes to the tax system, the tax system favors millionaires and billionaires and huge multinational corporations, and people like Jeff Bezos pay little to no taxes at all, while like poor, normal, average people pay way, way, way more in taxes. I mean, the tax system is broken. I mean, the healthcare here in America is a joke. People go bankrupt over medical bills. People die waiting to get care. People die waiting to get care. I mean, people had to pay out of pocket for health services, and this happened to me. I mean, I went to the dentist to get a filling put in a tooth in my mouth, which is one of my teeth. And I was charged $87 for it. $87. And add in having my teeth cleaned, that's like $385. That's insane. I mean, if I was in the UK or France or in the Scandinavian countries that have a different form or version of universal health care, I mean, I don't have to pay a dime on dentistry or on health checkups or seeing the doctor or going to a hospital or riding to the ambulance or going to the hospital in an ambulance because, it'll be free of charge. It will come out of my tax dollars. I just pay for my health care through taxes just like everybody else. But here in America, universal health care is deemed as socialism, and it destroys America, and it's a socialist system. I mean, hence talk come from the Republicans. Like I said, I don't take sides. I don't have a political bias with any party. I'm not with the Republicans. I'm sure as hell aren't with the Democrats because they both are corrupt. They don't serve a purpose. They do gerrymandering just to stay in power. And I just heard that a while back. I mean, Texas tried to pass a law where that keep minorities, black people, from voting. It just makes some law that just makes voting impossible. And the Republicans here and Greg Abbott set it up as, like it's voting fraud and have voter ID and have requirements to vote. And it's just a scheme to keep black people and people who aren't black, people who won't vote Republican, people who vote Democrat, people who aren't conservative at all. Yeah. Just keep them from voting. It's just disgusting and it's sad. Yeah, and there's one thing also on the icing on the cake on why I want to leave America. I hope this is the final one. On why I want to leave America is that, poor dirt poor people who vote Republican, you know, and they talked about like, oh, I love the Republican Party. I love them so much. And, you know, the truth is the Republican Party don't care about you. If you're dirt poor and you vote Republican, these people don't care about you. The politicians in that party don't care about you. All they care about is helping millionaires and billionaires and huge multinational corporations and lining their pockets with money. They don't care about you at all. You know, and people who are dirt poor, and you got these people who are dirt poor who vote Republican. I mean, and also throw in like, you know, people in the South, hillbillies and hick rednecks, white people. I mean, they vote for these people, and these people don't care nothing about them at all, and they just be brainwashed on, you know, on social democracy programs that people in the Scandinavian countries and people in countries in Europe have for their people. And they just demonize it as bad, you know, and that Tom Sanders guy who brought up to the fact that he's disabled. He's a disabled veteran who served in the military. You know, he brought up the military, like, on me calling him out on his ignorant views on healthcare and here in America and healthcare in other countries. It's just silly. Like, he said that I don't care about the troops. I don't care about people who served in the military, the men and women who defend this country, who put their lives on the line in a war. I care about those people, and I do. And I mean, this country was lied into a war after 9/11, and people died in a stupid war that makes no sense, and we're still at war. You know, and I feel sorry for those people. I mean, I don't hate them, and I don't hate America at all. I just don't like why I just don't like the fact that America is the way it is right now. That's why I don't. That's one thing I don't like about this country, but I don't hate this country. I really don't. You know. I mean, why bring in the military? Why bring in you being a military vet who served in the military, a veteran? Why bring that into it? Like, that got nothing to do with that at all. So I'm supposed to respect you because you served in the military and you have an ignorant view on universal health care and that other countries have? It makes absolutely, positively, 100% no sense whatsoever at all. Like, face palm, ridiculous. You know, and before I end this video, you know, I remember a while back someone sent me a comment saying that my entire YouTube channel is about America. You were in the MGTOW movement and all of this. Oh man, laugh out loud, ha 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 ha. Yeah, I didn't start this channel. This person said that I start this channel because someone mistreated me on a flight. A stewardess on a flight mistreated me, which is bullshit. I originally started this channel just to be a comedy channel, just to make comedy videos. And, you know, that didn't go well and people barely viewed it. I didn't get any likes and dislikes on the earlier videos on this channel. But, you know, after watching Winston Wu's videos and on his Happier Abroad YouTube channel, I saw the light on this. I saw the light on how America is, and I started making videos about America. My channel is not just about videos about America. They're about videos about other countries like Canada. So this person who accused me of starting a YouTube channel because I was mistreated by a stewardess on a flight. don't know what the hell she talk about. You know, that's the problem. People in America assume that you're something that you're not. Like, someone might call me a weirdo, and I'm not even a weirdo, and I don't do weird things. You know, that's the problem with people some people in America who think like that. The ones that say that, oh, what you say don't make sense, and you're stupid, and you don't know what you're talking about, are the same people who don't know what the hell they're talking about. You know, they don't know a damn thing about you. And it's funny, like, they'll bring up the fact that, oh, you don't know nothing about my family nor my upbringing. And they go and call you out on being something and the things that you do which aren't true. And I'm saying to myself, hypocrite. You're going to do hypocrite. I mean, you don't know nothing about me, nor my family, nor my upbringing. So shut the hell up. Okay? Yeah, this country is just a toxic hellhole. Someone said that the United States is just one big shit show. And I agree. It is a shit show. Excuse my language. Okay, I just said the word shit, so I have anger and hatred in my heart. What a joke. I mean, some Americans, not all, are a joke. I think these Americans who are conservative, who vote conservative, are a joke. You got these Democrats who are like SJW warriors, PC. I mean, they're a joke as well. I mean, people who run on the Me Too movement and third wave radical feminism. And oh yeah, I mean, I was called an incel and a retard by someone in America on my YouTube, on the videos on my YouTube channel. I'm a retard and I'm an incel. Yeah. It's just amazing just see just how silly some white people in America are. And I don't hate white people, by the way. You know, I don't hate white people. I mean, I'm just baffled and shocked at all the crazy things and all the dumb things that they say and do. You know? And they make out like white people here in Texas. By the way, I live in Eastern Texas. They think that all black people are dumb. All black people are dumb. You know, dumb people exist in all races, not just black people. You got dumb people. You got dumb people in the white race. You got dumb people in the black race. You got dumb Native Americans, you got dumb Hispanic people, you got dumb Asians. So I think these white people need to stop thinking that people who aren't white are subhuman and dumb, and white people are smart. And you got some racist black people out there that are just comical. Like, they'll call white people coons and crackers. And, you know, black people are racist are just ridiculous. Like, you know, it's kind of hard being African American and being racist. It's just comical. Like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. Well, that's all I gotta say in this video. I mean, I'm just burning up here in this car. I'm sweating like crazy. And I am. So I'm gonna get out here. So I'm gonna get on out of here. Just saw someone in that same car driving around. I think it's just somebody teaching their son or daughter how to drive. You know, and they're probably the parent who's teaching that son and daughter how to drive, they probably have shitty driving habits, and they're just basically passing on their shitty driving habits to their children, just like my dad did to me, which I don't do anymore. So I'm very more knowledgeable about driving. I know about the metric system, and I know about the metric system and how fast I should drive on the metric system, and doing the metric system and imperial system conversions. So I'm doing that right now. So I'm good at that. So I'm not ignoring the metric system like everybody in America and the entire United States as general. So yeah, that's all I gotta say in this video. Au revoir.